This is Michael Plusek and welcome to this video. This is a short video, an introduction to this program. And what we will be covering is, first of all, a congratulations to you. You made a big decision joining the program. More important, you actually made a big decision to change something, to improve something in your business and your life. And that was the first step. From now on, you will experience that you really has a big chance of moving very fast forward. So after that, I'm going to talk a little bit about, give you some forward about the Business Accelerator program. I'm going to talk about what's most important. And I'm going to tell you something about how to become one of my dream clients. And I tell you this because I can tell you right away that this is very much indeed about creating some crazy results, massive results. And then I'm going to share something about the A-team, the way they work, which should very much inspire you to do the same. And then I'm going to talk with you about what is going to happen to you from now. So let me tell you, this is what we're going through. And I can tell you right away that from your first decision of joining this program, everything already changed. So let's dive into this video. So first of all, it was the congratulation, and I'm gonna have this in you. Please have this in mind when talking about this congratulation thing, because it's also together with the Business Accelerator program. First of all, I want to share with you what is the value of this. So all the trainings you're gonna have, and in the Q&As we're gonna talk about this, and in the Facebook group, I got more than 25 years of business experience. And it's not normal business experience. I work with top brands. I work with McDonald's as a worldwide brand, one of the world's most well-known brands. And I learned a lot in McDonald's about driving a team, running a business, systemizing things, but also about hard work and a lot of other stuff. And then back in 1999, when I was headhunted for a talk with Kenneth, who had the vision of teaching the Danish people to drink quality coffee, we worked together for 12 years. And it became Baresso, in Danish, Baresso Coffee, which is was the biggest coffee shop chain in Denmark. And that is also a brand that I would say every Danish people knew. Now it's part of an even bigger vision. It was sold to something called now Espresso House, and they want to change the whole north of Europe and their way of drinking coffee. So that's just, I had 12 years there in Baresso Coffee, and we started from zero. I was the operation manager. I was the right hand to Kenneth, and worked close with him. So I created the shops, I created all the training manuals for the team, I created the whole organization, I created every checklist, I created every time we opened a new shop, even found some of the location, and also created the franchise corporations with some of the Danes' biggest companies. So it was 12 years with a lot of experience. And when I stopped doing that, I started my own cleaning company. It's called Plusren. And that was back in 2013. As a right here, it was a massive rocket growth. What I mean by that is I started from zero. I had no experience with cleaning as a company. And I didn't know anything about sales. But I created a company, and in less than 4 years, I had 60 people in the company. And we had a very impressive revenue. And the company was making good money. It was also not all over Denmark, but it was a well-known brand in the big area of Copenhagen. And in between this, I have in total invested more than 200,000 euros in my personal development and in my business growth, which means seminars, trainings, coaches. I've had some of the best coaches from the United States and also people from Europe who is leading in their area of expertise. And then my clients, I did coach since 2013. My clients, they have now made more. When I say this, they've made more than 3 million euros in revenue, which means that I would believe that we are around, I would say around 300, 400,000 in euros in profit right now. And many of them have really not just experienced, but they created some very impressive results. And then I can say that I put more than thousands of hours I invested in this training now, in the program, in all the teachings that's in here. And because all of this is kind of my journey, I'm teaching you the steps, the fundamentals in creating an amazing business. But after my own journey, when I went full-time into this, I have also taken the things from my clients and put in here, so I help you as much as possible. So I'm telling you these things because the essence of this is you're part of this now. You have direct access to all of this training. You have direct access to my experience on the actually 2 times a week on the Q&A calls, and I will be with you in the Facebook group too. So when you listen to this, just know that there's a lot of experience behind what we're doing here, a lot of support to you, and not sit back and enjoy. Right now you should actually be sitting on the front of your chair and really be very excited about what's going to happen. So very short, your package, you got the online portal, and I know my clients are very happy about this because you can watch it when you want it, and you can watch it where you want it. Even if you're on holiday, or if you're on a business trip, or you're sharpen the axe weekend, which you'll learn more about, you can watch the trainings and you can watch it again and again. And then you got 2 times weekly Q&A calls, 2 times per week. And we do these, they will be posted in the Facebook group, so you can just go in there and enter the link, and you're with us. And these 2 times per week Q&A calls, they are really, I can't even tell you how much these are worth. I know when we do the calls, some of my clients, they're there, but they don't have any questions on that call. But when we are finished with the people who had questions, the other people are just saying, wow, this was an amazing session, because they got some really quality out of the questions that the other clients they asked. So you got the 2 times weekly Q&A calls, and I will tell you, and I'll come back to that later, but do everything you can to be there on the calls. Sometimes you might not have any questions, but just the energy of this and your learnings from the other clients' questions, but also the energy in actually connecting with them on the calls, it is part of your journey too. And then you have the Project Support Coaching group on Facebook. This is where all the clients are. It's a closed group. And I make a video about this, so you'll see that, so you know and understand how to use the group, but also how to help other people in there. And let me just tell you this: in this package, you got like a whole year access to all of these things. Not just a month, not 2 months, not 3 months, not 4 months, but a year. So you can come back in in 11 months from now and visit the training. But one more time, to really get something out of this, just put all of these things in your calendar, and I will tell it to you again later, and just do the stuff, do the work, because this is where the magic happens. So when you take these things, the whole package, the online portal, and then use your 2 times quick weekly Q&A calls and the Facebook group, this together with your work, it's like a catapult. And I've seen it again and again with clients. I had clients that already from the first video, maybe even this video, they had some ideas. Something inspired them. And that single small thing was what they needed to take a giant leap. And that's why we got the catapult here, because that made them close new deals, close bigger deals, do something that they have delayed for many years. And your journey has just started. So this is the catapult you're in here. So I want to talk about my dream client. Maybe you saw it in the first video that I am looking for dream clients, and that's my passion, to help entrepreneurs, business owners to create amazing results and ultimately to become financial free and personal free. And I'm going to share more about this later in the program, and also share about what opportunities you got for the future. But first of all, now we're going to concentrate and focus on you getting the fundamentals right, and also focusing on focusing on you figuring out those things that brought you here. So we're going to get this moving. We're going to get you some clients or customers, whatever it is, and see your business is growing. So to become a dream client, create massive results. That's what turns me on. I'm going to support you. I'm going to help you. Some of my clients, they already within a week, they closed clients, customers, they made records, and they're just saying boom or ding in the Facebook group, and they created something big. Other clients, they experienced this in 5 weeks, maybe some in 8 weeks. But the most important is go for this. Create some massive results. Ultimately, this will lead to your financial and personal freedom. So, the A-Team way, how to work. Because maybe you remember from the video, the introduction video, that there's the A-Team players and the B-Team players. And they have different kind of way that they work. So, from now on, in this video and in future too, put yourself into a mindset of being an A-Team player. Maybe you already are, but then see where can I improve. So here are some good ideas, practices to become an A-Team player, or to be an A-Team player. First of all, put in your calendar to watch the training. Put in your calendar to watch the training. This means that you set aside time to watch the training in the training portal. Then watch one session at a time. Maybe if there's a session, it might be 1 hour long, and you don't have the time, then split it into 2. That's okay. But don't go watching a little in one and then a little in another video. Watch one video at a time. Always have pen and paper with you. It's amazing. When I did seminars before, I have people coming, even business owners coming, entering the room. They were late. Didn't look like they were prepared. Their clothes were not very sitting very nice or anything. And not even that. When I began talking, when we began doing exercises and like that, they didn't have pen and paper. So I asked them, okay, how are you going to learn anything here? And some said, well, I'm going to remember all of this. You're going to remember 3 days of teaching? In 5 minutes, you forget what we just talked about. Or somebody, they said, well, yeah, I forgot it. I was late. Yeah, you were late this morning. You came late and probably going to be late tomorrow too. And your family will complain about you being late all the time. So always just have this as part of your way of be working. Any meeting, any phone call, any knowledge you're bringing into your brain, have pen and paper, and especially with this program. And then sit by yourself. Make sure there's no one disturbing you. No one at all. So make sure you don't have anything around you. Don't have your family jumping on your knees and all of that when you watch the training. Sit with no disturbance. And then do the exercises. In most of the trainings there will be exercises. All of these exercises are there to help you grow your business, to help you change your results now to something better. Do the exercises. And here's something very important, because some of my clients, they do the exercises, but then maybe they're like, okay, I'm gonna work with this in next week. And this is an old bad habit, where I can see that the people I work with that really are making awesome results, they do the exercises when they sit with it. They watch the training, they do the exercise. This doesn't mean that it's perfect for now. It doesn't mean that in 2 weeks from now it cannot be improved. No, it just means that they do it while they watch it. And if in 2 weeks from now, because they did the other work and they did the work in their business too, they see that they can improve, they take a note and they plan for that. Or they implement it right away. So most important for me is to really make an impact for you to do the exercises. And then the next thing is to implement the things in your business and life. So don't just be one of those people who is taking note, watching the stuff, and it's like just watching a movie. Walk out of your office or the room you're watching it in and just like, whoa, okay, now I'm going back to my family, and forget all of this stuff. No, make sure the ahas, the golden nuggets, the things that you can see will make a benefit, will be a part of something, changing something in your business and life. Make sure you implement these things. And I'll teach you during the program how to do it. Also in this video, I'll get some good advices for you. Just make sure you implement it. I can't say this enough. Every day you are implementing something from this program, it will have a huge impact in the future on your business and your life. I got clients who had their business for 10 years but didn't have structure. And just from having this in their mind, this video in their mind, when they begin working with the program, it already changed. Their mind already changed. So they took these small steps and implemented it. Then more things will come in the videos they implemented. And within the program, they totally changed their business life and their family life. I remember one of my clients, he told me that he always, 10 years old business, he always was unstructured. And he was always late for things with the family. He forgot stuff. His customers was complaining about it. And that was one of his goals. And he changed this with the program. So even his family is really happy because now he knows where he is and when he's supposed to be somewhere else. Because he implemented the things. And then if you got any question, which would be very normal, you work with something in the videos and you think, okay, how am I going to do this? This is a big part of the program because you got awesome support here. So what I what I would suggest for you to do, but also tell you to do, is first of all, when you got a question, take a note of it, and then ask in the Facebook group. Ask there. Second, ask on the Q&A calls. So jump into a call and ask the question. Get feedback. We'll brainstorm, we'll troubleshoot. I'll coach you on it to make sure that you get most value of that. And then the last thing is you can visit the support.plusik.com. It's a web page, and we have some checklists there. There will be coming more in the future. But this is the way that my dream clients, they work. First, visit the Facebook group, then Q&A sessions, and last, go in and look at the web page. So again, dream client, what is it? What will it take to become one of those clients who make double, triple, or even fivefold revenue within a year? Well, some people would think that the things that I'm telling now is things that is not important. Trust me, this is important. Because the things I'm telling you now is not only about this program. It's the energy you bring into this program, the way you are a leader here, leader in your business, the way you take ownership of your business, the way you support the Facebook group. That's also the way you will take that energy to your clients, your customers, your family, and it will help them. So really think of this program as a learning place for you just to step up wherever you are. Even if you are a world champion in something, well, step up. So participate with great positive energy and support others in the group. And then ask questions. Ask for feedback and give feedback. So as I said here, support others in the group and ask questions. This is also a really great thing to keep in mind. Give and then take. Give and then take. And this is a team in the Facebook group. And as it will grow, you will see there will be more and more energy in there. But the thing is that it's also a good way and place for you to train your own leadership, your own part of a team. So when you're growing your team in your business, probably you will want people who are positive in your team, winners who want to create results. But probably you also want people in your team who support other people. So this is an amazing opportunity for you to be that person that you want in your team. This makes sense, right? I trust that. So ask questions, ask for feedback, give feedback, and just show up. Show the world, here I am. And I'm talking about the Q&A calls, the training, I'm talking about the Facebook group. And then learn from everything, because there is golden nuggets everywhere here. Take the learnings with you and then do the work. And when I say there's gold nuggets everywhere, it's about the Q&A calls again. I have clients who went to a Q&A call, who didn't ask any questions, but they learned from someone else's question. They took that and implemented it into their business, and they signed a new deal. So you don't necessarily have to be the loudest or anything at all. Just implement the stuff. Show up and do the work. And not just a little toe dipping. And that picture is something like, some people when they go to the swimming pool, they just dip their toes a little and then they go back. No, with this decision you made here, go all in. Maximum and massive action. Q&A calls, put them in your calendar. It's the same times. Maybe sometime during the year will change, but it's not going to be for 1 week or 2 weeks, unless there's some special occasions, but it's going to be for a long period. So just put them in the calendar Make sure that they're in there so you can show up and ask questions. That's where I really can help you. And again, use the Facebook group. I'm going to talk more about that in another video. Give, ask, and really important, celebrate every win. Celebrate every win. So right now, I want you to commit yourself to really take massive action. So do like this. I'm just going to explain, then you can pause the video and do it. Take your notebook or paper right now if you don't have a notebook, and just write this sentence down. I, and then put your name in. So for me it would be I, Michael, commit to do or take massive action from this moment. And then put in the date and time if you want that. And then really feel inside yourself that you are actually committing yourself to do this. It's not just something you're saying. You really will do this. So I'll just pause the video now and just write this sentence down and then come back and we'll continue. And welcome back. So by now you should have written this down, and you should feel inside yourself that you're ready to take massive action. So some more about the A-Team. Be ready, focused, and sharp when you're watching the training program. Take notes, meaning you're ready with pen and paper with your training and when joining the Q&A calls. And then read your notes between the Q&A sessions. And I say minimum 1 time per day, medium 2 times per day, but the A-Team, they do it 3 times per day. Because you are investing your time in the Q&A sessions and you're learning something. And I'll show you in a moment how to do these things. But make sure it's gonna really stick with you. And it's not gonna stick if you heard it once and then you leave it. Read it over and over and over again between the sessions. Over and over and over again. Make sure that you do the work. Make sure that it really gets ingrained in you. And then make sure you have some clear notes of your homework, what you need to do. So you will get this done. And any aha. When I say aha, it's something like maybe it's on a Q&A call and I'm coaching you on something and you're just like, whoa, aha, there it is. Or you're listening to someone else. Aha, I can use that. That's aha moments. Or you're watching a video and you just get some, bam, there it is, aha. Things like that, aha. Make sure you note them down. And then, again, a quiet place, no distractions. Make sure you have quality internet. Good sound and headphones, if you need that for the Q&A calls. And check it before the Q&A calls. If you need to go out and buy something, do it. It's worth it. So we really can be on the call and I can help you as much as possible. Have some water with you when you're working, when you're on the Q&A calls. Make sure you get energy. That's water too. And then notebook. I suggest for you to have a notebook where you keep your notes at one place. I'm using something, it's like €3 or something. It's very cheap, but it's very nice. And I used them since I started in McDonald's. So I got like, I don't know how many of these, but I got all my notes there. And if I were you, I would suggest for you to buy one, or if you have one, do that. But make sure it's empty so you can start all over. This is something special for you. This is exactly about this program, your business, your life. And then on the front page, write something like your name. If it was me, I would say Michael's dream life or Michael's next step or something that really excites you. So when you watch this, when you open this, you already get excited. Your mind will know that you are already now taking steps into a greater future. And then a short thing about the technique, because this portal, from what I experienced and from what I learned, this is working very good. Most important is you can watch it again and again. You can go back and watch the videos again. And you can also watch it at the speed you want. On the settings on the video, you can just click there and you can adjust the speed. So if you want me to talk slower, that should be possible for you. But if you want me to speed up, that should be possible for you too. So just click on that, and maybe I know clients, they go back and they want to watch a video, a training one more time, but they already heard it. They are looking for a special place in the training, so they just put the speed on double up. So that's something you can do too. And here, when you take notes, here's some suggestions for you. First of all, put in the date. So if you got a blank page, put in the date. So you will always be able to come back and look for the dates. And then put in what is it that you're watching. Okay, this is a video. It's week number 2 and video number 1. Or it's the Q&A call, this and this date. And then already before joining, you could write in keywords, aha, notes, and homework. Those 4 things. And just write them on the paper with space in between. So when you are joining the call or when you're watching the training, you're already ready. So when you got an aha, you can put it on the aha. When there's something you need to do homework, put it on the homework. So it's already structured on this page for you. And then don't write a whole essay. Don't go like, okay, I want to write every word that Michael is saying. This is not going to help you. Train your mind in just finding the keywords. Just put down the keywords in your notes, because your mind will know if there's a keyword called aha from early on. You could write maybe 2, 3, 4 words from aha, but when your mind sees this, it will remember what is aha. So train yourself in writing not more than necessary, and actually have fun with this. And very important, this material here, the whole stuff, the package, it's priceless. And I mean this. It's thousands of hours of training, my whole background, all the millions of money that people have made, my clients made, in revenue and profit, the way they changed their lives. All the hours of Q&A calls, you can see those. They are just to listen to in the online portal. And I know the first month they are in Danish, but from now on, very soon, it's going to be in English. And they will also be transcribed, so you can read these things. And actually, a little technique thing is, so in the portal, there's a search logo, and you can just, if you are searching for a word, something, you can put that in, and it will find it for you because of all the transcripts. And only the transcripts, all the words from each video, there is a lot of money invested in that. I just want to make sure that I deliver as much as possible for you to take the actions, so you can really, really make some serious, massive growth in your business and your life. And all of this, it's up to you. It's up to you to do it. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. And very important, it's confidential. So you got your login. That's for you. That's for you. Don't share it. It's something here. And for people trying to share something, it's out of context for other people. So if there's something you think, this is so cool, and you're sharing it, well, other people might think it's nothing. And that's going to bring the energy in a place we don't want it. So just understand that it's confidential. So what will happen to you? This is a very good question. Because you will learn the best techniques and strategies. That's for sure. And you get support from me. I'm there to support you. But I got an example for you, because look, tennis. You can buy the best tennis racket, the best tennis shoe. You can buy the best tennis coach. You can even buy the best car to go to the tennis. You can buy all of these things. Some of it might help you, but the most important thing is, if you want to become a world champion, if you want to become someone who really makes a difference in your business and in your life, you need to do the push-ups. And this is where it's only you. I'm here to support you. The program will support you. The support group will support you. But you are the one who needs to do the push-ups. So you just committed yourself to take action. And it's very important that you keep this in mind. You need to do the action. If you don't do the action, nothing will happen. So you need to do the push-ups. I can't say this enough, but I trust you get the picture here. So my question to you now, are you ready? Because then let's go to work.